Well, hello there, and welcome to today's stream, where tonight I'm going to be talking about the need to slow down in the growth process, which is something that I'm currently, once again, figuring out, because I can never seem to figure it out enough. Every time I think I've slowed down enough, God usually finds some new way to show me that, Brandon, you need to go through this growth process and not try to force it. So I'm going to be sharing my experiences, what I'm learning, and hopefully it can help you too. So, and if you want to join in that conversation and talk about what God's showing you when it comes to patiently going through the growth process, this is the stream for that. So let's jump right in. Well, welcome back to thoughtraid, a community about friends, gaming, and better ways of thinking. I'm Brandon, and today I'm going to be playing some Subnautica, and I'm going to be talking about the growth process that I'm going through, which is much slower than I would like it to be. And once again, I feel like God has been inviting me to slow down, and that is literally painful. I'm so serious. It's literally painful sometimes, the speed at which God wants me to work through things, but it's been helpful to slow down and to go through that. So I'm going to be providing context, all that, explaining all this, and as I'm doing that, if you would like to join in on this conversation about slowing down, learning to go through the growth process without trying to force it or rush it or whatever, you are welcome to do so. If there is something that you would like for me also to specifically talk to that may not be exactly related to the topic, you are also welcome to bring that up too, because I am here for you. So I'm just going to share what I'm learning, and I'm also open to talking to you guys through whatever it is you're going through as well. You have been invited into that, but all while playing some Subnautica in the background and the absolute grind and crawl that is when I play it. Because if there's one thing I do slowly, it's progressing in a game that is designed to make me panic at every corner. So, that'll be fun. But yeah, hello, welcome. It's good to have you here. It's good to watch my ship that I came in on crashing into the atmosphere of this planet. First and foremost, I need to take a second and just check on all my vitals here. You know, is my bioreactor producing all that they can, so I don't have to come back to a dead ship? And how fast can I get to making a better power reactor so I don't have to worry about power for a long while? Those are two important questions that I think about when I play this game. That is all good. Perfect. I can eat that then. I'm gonna eat it. Last I was playing, I'm pretty sure my goals was to continue finding more parts to... not the prawn suit. It was something I needed to create, and it was a workbench of some sort. No. There was some charging thing that I needed to make, or some sort of modification station. It's not the one that's up here. There's another one entirely that I'm trying to remember. That I only have part of the parts to, and I need to remember that because it's been a hot second. No bugs to report. Prawn suit, grappling hook, wasn't that one. Torpedo arm, useful, but not that one. Cyclops depth meters, nope. Maybe it had to do with depth stuff to the sea moth? Question mark? Maybe not. Cyclops engine, Cyclops docking bay repair mod, no. Multiple purpose rooms, no. It wasn't thermal plants or anything to do with that either. Water filtration system, no. Nuclear reactor, definitely not. Power cell charge, now that's important, but not what I'm looking for either. Coffee vending machine? Interesting. I could apparently have coffee in this pod of mine. Okay, well that's cool, but that's not what I'm looking for. What was it that I was trying to make? I don't know if I even have the pieces to that. Wasn't the transfuser. For some reason, oh, it looked like I had that, but reinforced diving suit? Was it that? I don't think it was that. I think I'm already wearing that question mark. Synthetic, maybe not. I don't have synthetic fiber, so this may not be that. Synthetic fiber, benzene and fiber. I can make that. There was just something that I needed to make with a device that I didn't have. And I am forgetting heavily what that was. Swim charging fins. That's useful. I might end up making that for sure. Wasn't this, and it wasn't the creature decoy, and it wasn't really that either. I just don't remember. I just knew that I needed to find more blueprints that required me to go off in the direction of the mushroom forest with Papa Shrimp over in the background, which I desperately did not want to do with the current amount of stuff that I did not have. Or just definitely did not feel prepared for that matter. But I do need to know, what was the recipe for... What was the stasis rifle? No, that wasn't what I needed. What is this? No! Synthetic fibers. I'm not already wearing that. Radiation suit, okay. Heavily synthetic fiber dive suit providing physical protection, enhanced survival in extreme temperatures. That would be useful to have. All I need is the synthetic fibers, which I think I already have most of the materials for. So let me make that while I'm at it, if I can. I'm pretty sure that's going to require the modification station, question mark? Let's see. No, but swim charge fins, that's a thing that I can make here. Okay, fine. There's just an increasing amount of materials I don't have that I need in order to advance, that I have to frickin' go to places I don't feel like going. The game just requires me to have. Because it likes for me to be spooked. Okay. Fine. Okay. And I probably need to go to these rendezvous place, dry land. Probably should go to that too as well while I'm at it. So let me do that. Might be a smart idea. Okay. Go in here. Alright.
Welcome aboard All Systems Online.
Welcome aboard All Systems Online. Which one is it? Rendezvous point. Dry land, in parentheses. Needs to specify that it's dry land. Means I'm gonna have to go out here in the middle of the deep ocean sea. But first, let me just repair this guy. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. Okay. Now this is probably an island I've already been to. So there really isn't anything new for me to find. I wonder if it's just going to be a matter of me rediscovering something I've already found. What is that? Don't make sounds like that. Rude. I already have to deal with enough jump scares in this godforsaken planet. I don't need you screaming behind me like that. Just not okay. Ugh. The difficulty of this game is not the creepiness of the creatures per se. It is the fact that it puts me out in the middle of nowhere with very low visibility and it just says good luck, and then that is all that I have to deal with my problems out here. If it wasn't so dark and scary, it wouldn't have been, well, scary for that matter. But the fact that it is both dark makes it scary. Well, the fact that it's dark makes it scary. Okay. I've been here before. And now I need to figure out that entry point again. This is dry land, but this is floating dry land. And I'm pretty sure that I could jump up that way, but I think there is a easier way up than that route, because this is the route that I took the last time, but I'm almost positive there is a easier way to get on this floating island. Or semi-floating island, for that matter. And I need to remember where that is. Maybe it's from that same area that I was before. Also, it would be my luck that Papa Shrimp be on this side of the island, as he seems to hang out on the other side of things where you don't expect him to be. Just to spook the crap out of me. I know that there is a limited amount of shrimp in the sea. I do not know if they permanently stay dead once they kill them. I think I was told they do, and if so, that's wonderful. But would need to verify. I probably should leave my light on just so I can see better. Okay. Let me get to this rendezvous. Where's my man? Where is my non-existent, probably went somewhere deep in the ocean and died man? I must find you. Let's see. Turn that down just a hair. Because I've already been here, and I'm pretty sure I came here ahead of schedule, which means I probably discovered all there was to discover, and I'll just more or less run into the same thing. I've come here out of hopes that maybe something new would have dropped since receiving the signal. I have no idea. We shall see. Why is the rendezvous down there? What? Huh? Odd. You know what? I came to this rendezvous point thinking, you know, and now I just realized I'm down here, and there's no real easy way. Okay. I'm gonna go this way. I'm here, and there's nothing. Really? I have been bamboozled. Okay, fine. Whatever. I'm not going down there. Not alone. I'll just take my sizzling knife with me. There seems to be at least a pathway here. I can't see. Pink cap. I don't think I need anything with that. I don't know if it... Does it have a use? Did I scan it before? I did. Okay. Nothing new there. Cool. I'll just keep walking with this guy as my... as my light. Have I scanned you? Either you are not scannable, or I've already scanned you. Fine. I wonder if there's still more of those four-legged eyeball crabs I run into that I did not kill the first time. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I'm here. I just hit the rendezvous point. Nothing showed up. Light pod sunk 500 meters before she abandoned. Well, I'm not going there. I don't have anything that can take me that deep. Voxel shrub. Oh, I did not expect for that to just jump right into my inventory. Okay. What is that for? Okay, can't do anything with that. Yeah, I've been here before. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing left for me to find here than what I've already found. I'll check. But I think I came to this island prematurely, and now I'm just wasting my time. Which, if so, rip. There's that thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've nothing to be found here. Nothing to be had. Jaffa cup. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, let's see. Anybody still up here? Anything change? Just the sound of rocks rapidly falling. Hello? Hello? I've been here before, but I'm here again. Did I miss anything? Other than that, which I've already planted, and that's growing just fine. I think we're good here. No, research that, research all of that. I'm stuck. Cool. Cool. Well, that was a waste. I'm pretty sure the rest of it is also a waste. So I am going to find my sea moth and just go back to my base. Because I don't see any evidence right now of another signal to rendezvous with. Ooh, that's a sheer cliff. Don't want that. Let's just go down this way. Ah! Oh no! Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. Ow! Okay. Ooh. Okay. We're good. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All is well. We're good. It's good. You see, we're fine. I made it to the bottom. No problem. It is unnerving to see how fast this planet moves around this other planet. Like, it is unnaturally fast for a planet to be continuously rotating around another one. Okay. Cool. Alright. Let's get back to the ship and get back to the home base. This was a waste of time. Ooh. Gonna head back to my base. Not going there because that's way too deep. Just gonna head back this way. At least despite the fact the sun is just now coming up, I can still see pretty darn well. That's good. I enjoy being able to see where I'm headed. Just go this way. Okay. Why does this vaguely look familiar down here? I want to explore. I also don't want to explore. I feel beckoned. I also feel inclined to move away. I'm pretty sure there's a shrimp down there. Big old fat one. Somewhere in that region. I don't remember where. I just remember that it's kinda there. I'm not gonna bother right now, because there's another shrimp I know I need a tango with. Apparently. At least I was told last time I was playing. That is in the mushroom area, and there is blueprints that I need in that area, apparently. So, I'm gonna have to go there first, I guess. Better to deal with one that I am aware of in its existence than to deal with one I'm not aware of, and all the unfunness of that. And I should probably take a decoy, because that will probably make things a little bit easier for me. Okay. The beautiful safe zone of this reef. So beautiful, so nice, so not ready to just immediately murder me. But hostile in some rights. Excuse me, Mr. Manatee. Manatee seal thing.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thanks. Okay.
I try to remember,
So let's see here.
but when everything is coming back to me, I feel as if my memory is
I've now got a whole bunch of stuff I don't need.
What is the last thing you can remember.
I wonder if I can build myself a little place to start making extra plants than just these 4 trees. And I also wonder... Okay, that's completely full. Because I probably could benefit from one more thing of plants. Now, especially that I have this thing. Nope, I cannot just equip it by doing that. Alright, cool. 5. Alright. Oh, I could look into this. Let's see, coffee dispenser, not important. Basic plant pot. Synthetic soil. Indoor grow bed. Composite plant pot designed for containing synthetic soil. Okay. Basic. No. Just see. Putting that there. Let me just see real quick. Nope. Nope. There we go. I wonder if I can grow something in it, as it seems to apply to be able to do. Because I can put one of those plants I've seen in that thing. Nope. Stop. Okay. Get it out of my... Stop. Use planter. Plant this. Ooh, I can plant all 4. Grow that. Give me some new plants in my room. Get some greenery to this otherwise blue planet. Okay. Alright, so. The topic today, the main thing that I want to go over, has to do with slowing down the growth process. So, if you know me, then you know that I always want to work on myself, and I always want to be the best that I can be, especially so that I have the most advantage in helping someone go through something, like whatever they're going through, just to be there, to listen to them, to talk them through it, to be compassionate and patient and understanding with whatever someone is going through. Because for me, to be able to have someone say, I understand your pain, and then to kind of sit there with me through it and every stuff is very helpful and very useful. And I really love having people just kind of listen to me vent through stuff, because it helps me process through whatever I'm going through a lot faster. And get to the other side of feeling okay. And in a lot of places, I find, I am pretty good when it comes to giving myself the space and grace to grow and work through whatever I am now, like, recognizing, ooh, this is a shortcoming for me. In most places, I'm pretty patient, especially now in my 30s, after, like, living through stuff and, you know, kind of learning that you can't force growth. You kind of have to, like, give yourself space to fail. But there are still some areas that I desperately wish to rush through and to get better on, because for me, the areas where I know I need to grow on are areas that previously had resulted in a lot of pain for me whenever I made mistakes in that area. And so in those areas, I kind of feel compelled to kind of rush through the growth process so I can avoid getting hurt in the process of growing. But I'm in a place right now where I kind of feel like God has been inviting me to slow down even there, even though previously it caused me a lot of pain when I did fail. I want to capture that bladderfish real quick. Come here. You seem bigger than you. I don't remember you being that big. Come here. So, we all go through a process of working on ourselves and becoming better for ourselves and for others, and that is a lifelong process. I don't think anyone is immune to having to work on themselves in some shape, way, or form. Come here. Come here. Come here. Let me cut you. Come on. Where you going, you coward? Come here. You want to bite me? I'm going to turn you into a crispy fish. Get burnt. I don't want that. Turn you into a crispy fish. What is that? Oh! That thing. Why? Why? Why do you do this? Why are you like this? I don't understand. Anyways. Oh. Interesting. Okay, anyways. So... let me get that. Where's this outcrop? Let me get that too. There's a lot of outcrops in here. This is pretty rich, actually. Very big tube. Anyways, ooh. Copper. That's useful. So anyways, there are a lot of things that we have to work on throughout the course of our life. Being impatient, being anxious, being angry, being envious, jealous, unhealthy, whatever. All of us have things we have to work through and grow on. And that's okay, because we have all of our lives to be able to work on different things. But I feel like there are areas that we're all really good at growing in and areas not so much, for whatever reasons that may be. And for me, and I've kind of like been on a journey with you guys as I've been doing this, because like when I started back up talking about like doing this kind of Get Naked Monday type thing, the thing that I was working on at the time was neediness and learning that I had needs and wants and desires. I had talked about that pretty early on. And I've been talking about, like, dealing with anxiety and not letting anxiety control you and all that good stuff. But for me, genuinely, when it comes to working on the type of neediness that I feel, to feel like I have, to actually allow myself to have needs, feel like I have needs, and kind of process through them, that's an area that is an area that I have really had a hard time taking my time with. Because in my past, whenever I had needs, oftentimes that fish is being tossed back and forth by the waves. Oftentimes, those needs, as I would express them, would end up being stepped on, utilized as a weapon against me, or just ultimately often result in people just like rejecting me because Brandon is weird or whatever. Or, and more specifically, I would also see a lot of people get, you know, turned down for their needs, and like, I don't know. I don't really want to talk about my own, because I already had few friends. And like, for me also, growing up, especially once I moved to North Carolina, and I think I mentioned this before, I just really did not fit in a lot of different places. And so I was very lonely. So for me to like work through what I'm, you know, not proud of and I'm dealing with on the inside was very difficult to do, because I was like, that's going to just result in me losing what little friendships I have in this moment, and I really don't want that. And so, honestly, from like 9 years of age until 19, I didn't really have a lot of friends. I had some, but it took time for that to slowly change.
Welcome aboard Cal Systems Online.
I gotta find... Wait, do I have my... I don't have my decoys. I need my decoys. Ow. So, now that I'm in my 30s, when it comes to processing how I feel when I'm feeling insecure. Once again, like there's something that my friends are doing and it just makes me feel insecure. Or something that I can see if I bring it up is going to cause discomfort in the friendship. That sometimes is something that I just want to, speed through. When someone sets a boundary up with me, and now I'm feeling insecure for the 50th time in a row, I just want to not. Can I not feel insecure again? Can I just recognize that they're putting up the boundary because they love me and they want to keep me in their life? Why do I have to go through this feeling of insecure again, like they're going to suddenly reject me and leave me abandoned? I just want to process through that real quick, and it'll go through a day without any sort of anxiety. But, like I've been bringing up in the beginning of this topic, it feels like God's been like, nope, I want you to slow down. I want you to take your time, process through what you're feeling and everything, and be okay with not being okay. Which is really frustrating because I know that is true, but I'm still not okay with not being okay. Sometimes. Because I feel like the longer it takes for me to get through not feeling okay, the more likely I am to be rejected and to be abandoned by the people that I want to keep in my life. So that's been fun. Just kind of processing through that. But instead, no, God's been having me focus on slowing down, feeling what I'm feeling, and working through it. Hello there, Dylan. And that has been quite the experience. Because again, I need to get that quartz out of there. That's not where I want the quartz. Where did I put my quartz? There's my decoys. I need those. I need to put that... There we go. Quartz goes here. Plant can go... Not there. Where do I put these plants? I forget where I have these plants. No... I guess I could put them here with the mushrooms. There we go. That'll be fine. So yeah. If you just joined in, Dylan, what I'm playing Subnautica, obviously. What I'm focusing in today on conversation is about taking your time through a growth process, whatever their part of your growth process is, and just kind of making a focus of that. Oh, I'm glad. I'm very glad that it's been helpful for you. I really like to work on being honest about what I'm going through because I feel like that's the only way I'm going to be able to help people if I'm going to help them. It's just, here's where I'm at, as imperfect as it is. Because I know there's a lot of people that have a hard time being upfront and honest with what they're dealing with. And, I don't know. When someone comes to me and they're just like, here's where I'm at, I suddenly feel empowered to, like, go through what I'm going through without fear of judgment or fear of, rejection. So I like to be that for other people. So I appreciate your compliment. It's encouraging to me, and I take that to heart. I appreciate that. So yeah, so like I was saying, the topic, well, I don't know why I'm swimming through this. Taking a very, oh, that's right. I need to also remember, I forgot. I need to get the decoys. I'm doing toe-to-toe with Papa Shrimp. And I can't have my decoy because I do not want to deal with him. Come here, water bottle. Yeah, there we go, decoy. I'll get 2 decoys. So anyways, yeah, so the topic today is just on what I'm kind of learning about when it comes to slowing down in the growth process.
Cat systems online.
Good. I'm glad. Good. That's what I want, Dylan. That's what I want. Leave me alone. Please. So yeah, so slowing down the growth process. Because like I was mentioning earlier, in case you weren't there for it, I was talking about how this is not quite the right area. I was talking about how I'm learning to slow down when it comes to... Once again, I've learned to slow down in many different areas, but once again, I'm learning to slow down specifically in the area of processing out how I'm feeling, what I'm needing, and just allowing myself to feel those spaces and to feel the insecurity that I have felt around my needs and around expressing my needs to my friends, my close friends, and not trying to rush through that process, worrying that if I don't go through it fast enough that I'm going to lose them as friends, which is not logical, especially with how much I poured into them and they poured into me, and how often they tell me that I've been helpful to them, yet still sometimes, like, I worry that if I keep dealing with this, you know, eventually, like, Brandon, you are too much. You are overwhelming, and I cannot be in close friendship with you, or just worse, like, ghost me. Like, I still worry about that, and it's frustrating. I hate it, because for me, anxiety kind of manifests itself as a lump in my throat, and just the inability to relax. So what, have I been here before? This is not familiar. I've seen this thing before, but I've not... I don't know if I've been here. I got completely distracted. What is that? Okay, I know what that is. That's not Papa Shrimp. I don't have to worry about big old Papa Shrimp showing up just to ruin my day. Here, can I scan you? Have I already scanned you? Oop. You are not deadly to me, so that's good. Okay. Anyways. Focusing. They just seem bigger than usual. They vaguely look like Papa Shrimp from a distance, though they are not. What is that? Okay, not Papa Shrimp. Oh, God, what the heck did I just hit? Did I hit a wall? I hit a wall. Okay. I'm scaring myself. Where's my...
Erosion patterns on the land masses suspended here suggest they once floated on the surface.
Oh, well, isn't that interesting? Anyways, you have the opposite problem? What would you say, what does that look like then? Because I'm curious. Is it like more of like, I have a hard time showing people how much they mean to me. Oh, okay. I see, okay. I seem to have... Excuse me. Don't... What on earth? Leave me alone! Stop! Ah! 2 bites and I'm already down like half of my health. Good God. I'm trying to explore here and you are hurting me. Stop. Repair. No, not enter. Repair. I was going to say before I got a chunk bitten out of me, that I seem to attract friends that are kind of like that, have a hard time expressing how much they care. Why would you say, out of curiosity, Dylan, why would you say that you have a hard time expressing to your friends how much you care about them? Good Lord, these things are hitting me like a freight truck. I've not... Ooh! Okay, things I can explore. Okay, cool. Hello. What is that? Is that scannable? Can I scan you? Leave my ship... Ah! You... What? Bro, stop. My poor ship. Can I scan that? That's not scannable. Okay. Wait. Oh, what is that? Is that the drill? Oh, that's a drill arm frame. I'll scan it anyways. Okay. Ooh, earthen coral tubes. Interesting. What's that? Cyclops engine! Yes! Give that to me. Oh, I already have it. Never mind. Dang it. Crap! I thought for sure. Scannable? Hello? No, I can only pick you up. Got it. Ooh, I'm close to those good guys. Nope, can't enter that. Anything else I can scan? Hello? What are you? You are a rock I cannot get because you're kind of out of range. Another Cyclops engine fragment. Just give me the titanium. I'll use it later. Dang it, these are good things, but they're not quite what I need. I need something a little more. What is this? Prawn suit. Grappling fragment. Oh, that I need. Okay. Thank you.
New blueprint acquired.
I need the grappling arm because I hear that I can attach myself to Papa Shrimp and ride him. Ride him like a horse. Knock, knock. Also, where my... Okay, my oxygen levels are fine. Cool. Hello? No, I don't want to close. I don't want to be stuck in here and suffocate. Chic potted plant? Okay, cool.
New blueprint acquired.
Yes, I do. To answer my question, what specific question are you answering, though? Picture frame. Oh, I haven't learned that one.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay. Growing healthier. I do grow healthier. Or that you're specifically slowing down in the growing healthier process. What exactly are you answering, though? Anything in here? Nope, that's nothing I need. There's a light into the ceiling. What the heck is Papa Shrimp? The Papa Shrimp is the Leviathan. He is a Leviathan. I refer to that big thing as the Sea Leviathan. I need to get back into my ship before I die of suffocation. I cannot get out that way, though. Okay. Need to get back. Gotta get back. Gotta get back. Gotta get back. Gotta get back. Getting low. Getting low. Don't want to close that door. No. Where is my ship? Yeah, so I hear. Where is my ship? There's my ship. I was like, where's the signal to my ship? I'm gonna suffocate to death, and it's gonna be tragic. It's hard and difficult. Okay. But yeah, so if you're still there, Dylan, I just wanted to ask the question again, just in case you didn't hear it. Why would you say it is hard for you to, oh wait, no, you did respond. I just now saw that. Trouble with accepting my vulnerabilities and admitting that you need help. Okay. Have you, so with that situation, Dylan, had a question. I'm trying to find the question. It jumped into my head and then it ran away. Has there been situations where people have stepped on you or used you when you decided to be vulnerable? Like, is there a kind of like a background to that where it's just kind of something that wasn't really handled kindly? Or is it just something that you're just in general not comfortable with having and expressing, being vulnerable? Out of curiosity, if you feel comfortable talking about that. What's on the other side of this door? Let's find out. Hello? Everybody? Like, are you suggesting to say that everyone has kind of stepped on, used your vulnerabilities? Prawn suit. There's an arm there. Is that breathable air? That is not breathable air. Okay. feel like there should be more scannable things in there. Like, everything suggests that there is. At the very least, there's a door. Open sesame. And there we go.
Seek fluid intake.
Oh, get some water.
Vital signs stabilizing.
You are warped, so everything around you eventually follows suit. What is this? Something I already have. I have so much titanium now, it's not even funny. Anything else in here? I'm warped, so things around me eventually follow suit. Like, you have a warping effect around people? What exactly does that mean? Out of curiosity. Can you give, like, an example of what you mean by that? Oh, exit. Okay, exit, and immediately, where... There he is, okay. Whew. Okay. Air.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Leave me alone. I do not want to tango with you. No thank you. I just want to... Ah! Leave me alone. I don't want to tango. I just want to find blueprints. Oh, that's not a thing. Okay, got it. What? Oh, there's a whole... Okay. Wasn't expecting this. Is that scannable? That is scannable. No, that's not what I wanted. No, that's also not what I wanted. Please! Spotted dock leaf. That's scannable? Is that just table coral? Shelf coral. Okay, so stuff I've already done. Got it. How did it go from kind of light to immediately dark when I had exited this? It's not even fair. It doesn't have to be dark. It could be light. It could be Minecraft levels of light. Part of me has died. I fight hard. What is that? Okay. Me in this ship. Fight hard to fix it. I can't really see much here. And it makes me uncomfortable. And I feel like any moment that stupid shrimp is gonna just show up and be like, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Let me get a nice butt crunch out of you." And then just be right in my face, and I'll scream. I don't like it. I don't want it. No thanks. I'm gonna go back up here. I found some parts, and that's good. But they're mostly just engine fragments of the Cyclops, and I definitely need more than just engine fragments. Let me go over here and repair myself real quick. Okay, so that's how I'm back to where I started. Got it, cool. You stay over there. You've already damaged my ship. You don't get to damage it twice. Go away. So, out of curiosity, Dylan, in the area of, like, growing in vulnerability, with your friends and stuff, what would you say stresses you most about the idea of, like, being more vulnerable with your friends? Like, what kind of scenario do you think plays out in your head as you begin to think about being more vulnerable? Because for me, being vulnerable is something that I have to actively work on, honestly. It's natural at this point because I've been doing it for a while and because there's been a lot of situations that have gone well when I was vulnerable. So therefore, I have all of that to pull on when I'm trying to be vulnerable. But it's not necessarily to say that, like, it's just something that happens completely naturally for me. And there are, like, definitely certain things that I am more uncomfortable to talk about and be vulnerable with than others. A lot of the things that I share on thoughtraid are things that I've had a chance to first be vulnerable with my close friends about, and I've been able to process through. And there's a lot of things that I've kind of worked through and kind of processed through, so there's a lot for me to talk about. But it's not to say that I get away scot-free and don't have any sort of troubles with it. So I'm curious, all that to say, again, all according to what you're comfortable talking about, what you would say a scenario where you're being vulnerable pans out in your head. Like, what stops you and prevents you from being vulnerable at times? Like, what kind of scenario is playing out in your head? Out of curiosity. There is a fly in my room. Oh, okay. That's fine. If I am distracting from work, I apologize. I did not know that. Yeah, so I was asking, I was talking in the moment about how being vulnerable is not something that is just completely natural for me. It is something that I've had to learn to do with time. And I've had plenty of instances where it went positively, so that helps. But I was asking if there was, like, any particular scenario that runs in your head that, like, kind of makes you pause to not really want to be vulnerable in that moment. Stop. I've noticed these things don't seem to bother me, but they don't like my sea moth. What is that? Stasis rifle fragment? I think I already have a stasis rifle, so I think we're good there. Ooh, diamond. Sure. And there's no rush in responding to that. Why are you so loud? Stop. Especially knowing now that you're at work. Okay. Sun's coming up, so I can see better now. I do not want to hurt you. You are keeping this thing afloat. That's a glowy thing. And the reason for my asking, whoa, buddy, whoa, ow, okay, you do hurt people, good to know. That was very hurtful of you, thank you. I thought maybe we could be friends and you wouldn't bite me, but no, you had to go and bite me. Okay, I'm gonna just go a little bit deeper. With greater visibility comes greater exploration. And what is that? What am I seeing here? Oh, okay, please stop. Stop. I don't want to tangle with you. Thank you. This is that spooky area, except it's not down a cave. Interesting. Okay. Huh. All that blood stuff. What is that? What is that? What are you? Rogue cradle? Okay, cool. These plants are anchoring into these already floating rocks. Oh, what is that? What are you? You look like a bad time. Okay, well, you don't look like Papa Shrimp, but you do look like somebody who would definitely wish to eat me alive if you had the chance. Which is not what I want. That's not optimal. I would say that's suboptimal. Being eaten alive. Just want to put that out there. But I also kind of want to go a little bit deeper. And I can only go so deep. Okay, got it.
Warning.
Yep.
Maximum depth reached.
Yep, I know.
Hull damage imminent.
I know. Oh, you. I didn't realize you were already... Okay. Well, okay. Moving along. Okay. Well, moving along. I don't want to deal with that. No, thank you. I just want to get to that place over here. All right. And just kind of coast along this nice, safe area. What's that? What are you? Propulsion cannon. That's something I already have. Okay, cool. Oh wait, let me actually take a second to repair. Yeah, there we go. All right, and let me eat my fish and drink my water. Don't you dare! I'm not in the mood of being attacked right now. Don't want to deal with it. Oh, one of you guys. Okay. What is that? What is that? Wait a minute. Is this the area with the Papa Shrimp? Have I found it accidentally? I feel like I found it accidentally. I remember hearing that there was a big thing on top of a bunch of mushrooms, and I remember... Oh boy. This, I think, is a dangerous zone. I am going to actively drop this here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And just gingerly move towards this structure. Because I'm fairly certain Papa Shrimp is in this area. And if that is the case, then maybe he can get distracted with the decoy, provided he's here. Okay. As I remember hearing that there was a big structure inside a tree, mushroom tree thing, and now I found it. Oh, but there's also that guy. Okay. So, that's comforting. I think if they're there, that means I should be somewhat safe. I think. I don't know for sure, though. I feel like I'm at my lowest on my life right now. So tell me about that. Why do you say that you are at the lowest of your life right now? Let's look into that one, Johnny. Okay. Do I have anything that I can scan here? Nope. Anything? No. Ah, dang, it feels like there are things, should be things in here, but I don't see... Where? Okay. Where? Now I've lost my... I'm disoriented. Where's the door? There it is. Where's the door? Ah. Dang it. I found a place in here, and I don't see anything scannable. That door openable? No, it's not. Is it burnable? No, it's not. Okay. Ah. Dang it. I feel like I found a dead end. It feels like there should be something here, but there's nothing. Okay. Let me get back to my sea moth before I suffocate. That decoy still out there? I don't know. Because when I was younger, I had big dreams, aspirations, ideas, thoughts, feelings, believed I can do anything and everything I put my mind to. Which is common. A lot of people feel like that when they're young. When I got older, I didn't progress like every normal person. I didn't get my license. I didn't rush myself to get older. Which it's good not to rush yourself to get older. That's not a bad thing. What is that? That looks scannable. It is not scannable. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Hello? Wait a minute. Did I get back to where I no, okay. Okay, so there's two things here. There is something that's openable. I wanted to be something bigger, go to a good college, do what I wanted to do. The only thing that held me back was money and my GPA in school. Oh, the battery died. Okay. Go. Aha! What is this? Vehicle upgrade console. Vehicle upgrade console! Okay. I needed this. Okay, cool. Okay. Go through here, and there was another door thing. Ooh, plant shelf. You're good, Dylan. When you got... So when I graduated, I saw everyone just leaving and having their own adventures. Heck, even getting married and moving on with their life. Cyclops hull fragment. Oh! Oh, good. I needed that piece. Is it another one? I saw something else that could be scanned briefly. Ah! Cyclops thermal reactor module. This is good!
Blueprint acquired.
These are a lot of things I need. Heck yeah. Oh, here we go. I need that too.
Integrating new PDA data.
God, she said that very loud. Okay. Where? Okay. Do that. Do that, and then I come through here. I got two things I really needed. Where is my Seamoth? There's my Seamoth. Okay. I felt abandoned, like everyone just left, like I would never see them again. Okay. Eventually I went to community college because it was the only thing I could afford. Which, same. Feelings of disgust. Okay. Do I have the blueprints now for what I need? I didn't get to go to the college that you wanted. Vehicle upgrades. Smooth torpedo system? Oh, Seamoth torpedo. Seamoth torpedo system. Interesting. Gas torpedo. Vortex. Oh, we have torpedoes now. Seamoth solar charger. Oh, wow. Prawn suit torpedo arm. Oh, wow. Seamoth depth module MK2 and 3. Cyclops hull blueprint. Cyclops bridge blueprint. Oh my god, there's so many more pieces to the Cyclops. Never-ending blueprints, it seems. Okay. Vehicle upgrade console. Finally, okay, I need that, and I probably need to put that into the moon pool thing. Okay, plant shelf and chic thing. Okay, cool. And as I'm in college, it's not everything I thought it would be. I still haven't upgraded my license to a permit, and I haven't even fixed up the car that Noah's got me and drove it around. It's been 3 years. I feel I work at freaking Burger King. So, out of curiosity, Johnny, why do those things bother you? Does it make you feel less than? Do you feel like you are incapable of doing certain things? Like, how does that specifically translate for you? I'm curious. And you were answering my question, Dylan. When you feel like you're getting close enough to hurt me, what just hit me? Would you stop? It's so dark I can't see things that are coming to attack me, and then next thing you know, they're biting me like little cretins. Ah, modifications. I have this. I'm gonna scan it anyways. Get my 2 titanium. Let's see. Because I feel like everything I wanted to do is screwed up. Heck, I didn't even go to prom because I had no one. I mean, Johnny, I also didn't really go to prom either. And I didn't really have anyone to take to prom either. Because by the time that rolled around, I had a girlfriend for a brief period of time when I was in high school, but that lasted a month, and by the time prom came around, she was no longer my girlfriend. I did not go to prom. So you are not alone in that. I did not get my license fully until, oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Kelly. I did not get my license until I was out of high school because I was deathly afraid of hurting someone and accidentally running into people. So I'd rather take the bus rather than I was for me to get a license. So it took me until I got out of high school to get that. Is that something I already have? I feel like that's something I already have. Cyclops. Oh no, bridge fragment. Another Cyclops piece. Okay, cool. Good.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There's this girl I loved. It's complicated. I had plans of getting older, moving on with me, with my life, finishing what I wanted to do. Is this the same girl that you've referred to before? Out of curiosity? Okay, it's a different one. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I feel like Papa Shrimp is out there somewhere. I know he has. I've seen him from one angle, and now I'm at a different angle. And I'm aware that there's like a giant mushroom tree here that might also have more things that I need. But the fact remains that Papa Shrimp is out here somewhere. Would you leave me alone? What is wrong with you? Stop! You can't win against my metal hull. Oh, I feel so dangerous right now. I feel dangerous. I feel like I want to wait until the sun has risen before I go in that area. Mm-hmm. That is hard. That is agreeably hard. I imagine that would hurt very much so. Leave me alone, sand creature. I know what that feels like. What is that? Is that another... Is that a sea moth? That's sea moth fragment, I think. Yeah, that's a sea moth fragment. Don't need that. Okay, Anything in here that I need? What's that? Metal salvage. Don't need that. Nope, we're good. Okay. I see. Okay. Let me just run into you real quick. Thank you. Die. Because you're only going to be an ankle biter if I get close to you anyways. Okay. Go away. Get windshielded. College is so difficult. I don't want to go to college anymore. Okay. I did not know that guy planted his feet on that before opening it. What is that? Oh, okay. We're okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. And then I'm seeing people get married, and I'm the matchmaker apparently, but never a match made. That's interesting. Battery charger fragment. I think I already have that. I do. Okay. There is a creature that is going to town out there. I could just hear them chomping at the bit. And I am uncomfortable hearing its sounds. Battery charging fragment. Already have that. I wonder if it's attacking my sea moth. Mm-hmm. I've been in that situation too, though. What you're describing, like for me, two of my best friends ended up dating and marrying the girl that I liked. So I've been in that situation before. I think that, though, is pretty normal, though, John. I think a lot of people struggle when it comes to helping themselves in comparison to helping other people. Well, fair enough. But for me, that was how things panned out for me. Everything keeps bumping into my ship. Like inconsiderate buffoons. Not happy about that. Uh-oh. I'm having a solar eclipse, I think. Oh, there's a bunch of those guys over here. Okay, cool. And another piece of... Now I feel like I actually have returned to a place I have been. I think I'm back where I have been before. I struggle to balance it because I do want people in my life. I am aware. I am aware now, Johnny. So I'm going to take a second. I'm going to stop exploring around so I can focus in on what the both of you are saying. I'm going to start with what you're saying, Dylan, because I've been reading through all what Johnny's been saying, but I want to really focus in what Dylan's saying for a second, because I don't want to have all this pass by and not be able to respond to it. Especially now that I have some important pieces like the upgrade station. I've been wanting to get that sucker for a bit now. Actually, when I say a bit, I suppose I've been wanting to get it since last stream. So not... Yeah, I guess a bit is applicable in this situation, but it feels like I'm implying that it was longer than it actually was. Stop hitting my ship! You cretins! You'll die! And my ship is too powerful. bit of a distance. I personally I'm actually from Florida.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That is very common. Oh gosh. Please. Nope. Okay. Well. Oh, well, now I'm poisoned. Get me out of here! Thank you. Lord have mercy. Okay. Oh, and I have no power on my thing. Okay. Let me fix that. And get rid of my metric butt ton of titanium. I have more titanium than I have space.
Seek fluid intake.
Yes, I know. Thank you. Diamonds. They can go there. Put all the rest of it here. There we go. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay. Get that in there now. ASAP, get some power going. Go. Get some in here. Okay. There we go. I feel like whenever I put that in there, it's gonna take up more time and space than other things do. Okay, alright, so Dylan, I want to focus in what you're saying here. You're mentioning that, let's see. When I was asking the question, what scenario kind of goes through your head whenever you try to get, like, close to people and be vulnerable, you mentioned you think it's when you feel like you're getting close enough to hurt me. It produces a feeling of disgust. So I say that I'm warped because I feel weak when I let people get close. I thrive and gain power from isolation. I struggle to balance it because I do want people in my life. I can say that there's nothing wrong with wanting to be alone and having time to yourself. Like, it's important to have time to be alone with yourself, especially also to be alone with God. Because, like, we need a time to be able to, like, process what we're feeling without really concern of judgment or how someone will think about it. But I imagine in your case, that's probably something you're more strong at, and that's why you're recognizing that you have a hard time being vulnerable. So I think... Oh, this thing has a thing for me. I think that's just interesting hearing that. Like, you feel, like, disgusted when you have someone that gets close enough to be... To be... What? How did you word it? I'll make sure I'm getting this wording correctly. Close enough to hurt me. Feeling disgust. So, like... I'm curious, though, focusing in on that, like... What scenarios play out in your head? Like, as you feel yourself getting close to someone, and you can feel that soft, squishier side come out. Like, what scenarios are going through your head? Do you envision them, like, seeing that and be like, gross, I'm out? Like, do you feel like they would suddenly, like, see you as, like, less than? Like, how does that scenario play out in your head, out of curiosity? I need water. I must stay hydrated, lads. I need to take this battery and charge it. And I need to charge back up my cutter, my scanner, and everything else, because they're all getting pretty low, too. there. I'm just curious what you have to say to that, because like, if I can see what the theater of your head is showing you, I feel like it's easier to like look at that a little more objectively. Because when you can envision what the scenario is in your head, then it's easier to like recognize, okay, this is what I think is going to happen, and then you can begin to respond with what actually is going to happen. Okay. Cool. Like, okay, let me, as you're thinking about that, let me kind of give you some examples of where I have a hard time being vulnerable, and maybe they'll help you with kind of like what you're going through. So for me, I don't know how much you know about my backstory. I don't know how long you have been watching my streams. But if you know me, then you know that for me, get out of here, fly. What are you doing? Get out of here. For me, I've always had a strong same-sex attraction from like very early on. And as a Christian, that is something that I do not want controlling my life. And also, you know, growing up in the 2000s, people who, you know, had that sort of attraction and especially like lived as a homosexual oftentimes were rejected and isolated from other male relationships, even if they didn't actually have that towards, even though they don't have an attraction towards that particular man. And so combined with the fact that I didn't want that for me, and also with the fact that I'm seeing other people being rejected for it, an area of difficulty of like talking about like things that I'm vulnerable about has been like any sort of like needy emotion that I feel, or like trying to process out like any sort of like for me, sometimes I have like a tendency to like really fixate on a person that I love, and they consume a lot of my thought. And I've always kind of viewed that as like gay. And I'm very uncomfortable with like, oh, I'm thinking about my friend for the 500th time in a row. I just don't want to do this right now, because this is going to end up causing me to say or do something that's just going to cause them to become uncomfortable and walk away, and then I'm going to lose them as a friend, even though I don't really want to, like, I don't want to act on what I'm, like, this needy emotion. I'm not interested in being romantic with them. I'm scared to talk about any of that, because I'm scared that it's going to result in them rejecting me. And the closer a person is to me, the more I think about them, the more the more opportunities for me to be rejected seem to crop up. And I'm in a place right now where my closest friends are giving me a lot of space to process through these, as I would call them, gay emotions, without rejecting me. And it's been very good, and it's been helping me, ironically, it has been helping me become more at peace as who I am as a man and my own manliness. It has not actually made me more gay. It has made me, for that matter, it has made me less, if you will. Because I've been able to, like, unpack these things, these feelings that I have that I'm ashamed of, and, like, recognize through conversations with them that they've had similar feelings from time to time, and they don't deal with same-sex attraction as much as I do. And it's been very healing and helpful. But that was very uncomfortable for me to talk about. And so the scenario that would go in my head very often time would be that I would begin to talk about these things, and they'd be like, nope, stay away from me, Brandon. I don't want you in my life. you're weird, I'm not interested in you, whatever, and then that would be it. That this really good, rich, deep friendship would be gone like that. Or another scenario would be like I begin talking with them about my needs and how I'm thinking about them more than I want to think about them, and then they'll be like, no, stay away. Or another scenario that would pan out in my head was that, like, I would want to spend too much time with them and therefore be too much for them, and then they would just kind of, again, distance themselves from me because I am too much and they cannot handle me, and then instead they'll just reject me, and before you know it, I will have lost my friends and I'll be back to square root one in terms of friendships. So that's a real difficult, fearful conversation that I've had to, like, navigate and bridge and actually have and work through. And that's the scenarios I've had to work through every time I'm like, okay, well, we're going to talk about this again. And I'm so very grateful for my close friends because they have been very patient with me through my insecurities and fears, which they've been allowing me to talk about instead of just trying to rush through them. Hence this whole topic in the first place that I wanted to bring up about slowing down, through the growing process rather than just trying to rush through it, oh, I have no problems, which is not as helpful. Learning. There we go. Put that over here, charge that, charge that, charge that. And I guess also because, I've been willing to, like, bridge these conversations for something that's very uncomfortable for me. They've been willing to do the same, which has been very healing too. And that's kind of like taken time to get to that place, but the more and more I enjoy it, it has come through plenty of enjoyable previous conversations of talking about difficult things as well. So it's resulted well, the risk that I've taken to be vulnerable. And that's honestly, Dylan, that's how you end up finding the type of people that are trustworthy, that will, still be in your life despite your weaknesses, is by giving them opportunity to hurt you. Like, I definitely don't think I would have the friendships that I have and be where I am today if I didn't take the risk to be vulnerable first with them, and put myself out there. I think it's a bit of THW, but that stems from my dad. I don't know if you were trying to say a bit of that or what, but it stems from my dad. He would explode irrationally at times if I was sitting too close to my guy friends, or assume I was assume I was in a joking manner. So even just trying to be, like, close with your friends, he kind of interpreted that as, like, that. Okay. Let me make sure I was understanding THW properly. Yeah. I wonder where that came from out of his own life. Like, if that came from a place where, like, he tried to express himself vulnerably with other guys and he got rejected for it, and so he's being explosively angry because he doesn't want the same for you, or if it was, like, a matter of, like, something else. Because, let's just say, obviously that is an overreaction. As you can say, he would explode irrationally, so you already know that it was a bit irrational in the first place. Yes, Kelly. I do remember when I first met you. Well, I remember when I first met you in person. I don't remember if I started to get to know you before I came over to your place, or what. But I do remember, like, coming over, and like meeting your son and, like, staying over at your place and then going over to his baptism and stuff. I remember that day. Like, I still have pictures from that time. It seems jealousy. So really, you think so? Jealous? So you think, like, he's jealous that, like, Jealous in, like, what way? Like, is he jealous that you're not being close to him? Or sitting closer to him? Or is it a matter of, like, jealous that he didn't get to do that himself? I'm curious. But yeah, Kelly, I do remember that time. I think that again, that was the first time. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I had talked to you through Facebook or something prior to coming up or something. I don't remember. He's had one friend, which ended when he was 9. He's 30 now. Wait. How is your dad 30 and you're 30? That's not possible. Wait a minute. I'm very curious about that, Dylan. I really appreciate that, Kelly. Thank you. I work really hard at guarding my heart and making sure that it remains open towards other people as best I can. Over here. So wait, okay. I think you're meant to say you're 30 now. I think I'm now realizing what you were saying there. You're saying that he had one friend which ended when you were 9, and you're 30 now. So that means he had one friend, and he has had a friend for 21 years. Is that what you're saying? Let's see here. As I say, it's like, the way I interpret that is like you're saying that you're 30 and he's 30. I'm like, I don't think that's correct. I think that's a typo. Okay. So it is more specific that he hasn't had a friend in 21 years. Is that correct? I really appreciate that, Kelly. Okay. Because otherwise, I'm highly confused how your dad and you are the same age. So you feel like, Dylan, that like the overreaction of your dad to you, like just wanting to spend time with your guy friends, is part of the reason why, like, it is uncomfortable for you to get closer? His family is weirdly objective. Ugh. That's hard. Ooh. Water! Give me that water. Give me a couple more of these too while I'm at it. Also, I need to figure out while I'm at it, what is the thing that I need to build? I'm pretty sure I need to build it in here. Question mark. No, not picture frame. There we go. Vehicle. What does that require? It nope. I don't need pictures. Nope. Titanium 1 computer chip and copper wire. It produces the anxiety of in me in the moment, but I don't think of them after. You don't think of who after. What do you mean by that? Out of curiosity. When you say them, think of the person or think of your dad? Computer chip. Computer chip requires 2 table coral samples, gold, and a copper wire. And copper wire requires 2 ore. Take that. Make myself... Actually, I need 2 copper wire because that's a part of the process. Okay. Okay. So I guess, okay, I feel like I keep wanting to, like, pinpoint specific things, and if this is getting too uncomfortable, you can just let me know and I'll stop. But, like, as long as you are getting something out of this and enjoying this moment, I'm curious. Like, I'm really enjoying, like, learning more about you in this moment, so just let me know, and I'll work whatever pace you want to work with here. But, the next question that comes to mind is, and this may be an uncomfortable question to ask, but I feel like it's and maybe you don't even have to answer this question publicly. But if you were to take, okay, cool. If you were to take how your dad or family would react to something out of the picture, like they weren't all the memories of how they were to react to things left your mind, and it was just only what your heart is and what your desire is in the moment. What are some like spaces? How to word this? I had a sentence in my head and it's flying away. Hold on. I gotta go grab it. Hold on. What are some things that you would want to do or wish to do with your guy friends that you feel that you would want to do if all of that negativity and stuff was taken away? Like, you didn't feel the weight of shame and guilt from your dad, from your previous experiences. If that was gone, what are some things that you wish to do with your guy friends that otherwise that would be kind of holding you back? If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Did I word that well? Because I feel like I probably have some relatability here in this moment. I feel like I've been storing table corals somewhere. Apparently I have not. I need to go get more table coral. Just quick rechecking around. And also, I'm looking at what you just said there, Johnny. You said, I'm scared that if my father saw me now, would he be proud or disappointed in the man that I've become? What? Hold on. I gotta get this coral, because if I don't get this coral, I'm just gonna be thinking about the coral. Get myself undistracted. Okay. Do you think, Johnny, that God is disappointed in the man that you've become?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
If you were to sit there and be honest about it, do you think that God is disappointed in the man that you've become? I need to grab gold. Okay. Why? Why do you think God is disappointed in the man that you've become? Let's see here. So why? Why do you say that, Johnny? Okay, I needed the computer chip. I needed... What was the other thing? 3 titanium, which I have a metric butt ton of, so we're good there. 1, 2, 3. I think that can go in here, I think. Maybe? Does it go in here? Oh, come back. Ah, it does go here. Okay, cool. Why does it go there? Interesting. Okay. Feels like a weird place to put this. Sea moth docked. Fully charged. Oh, that's useful. Vehicle upgrades console. Common modules. Hull reinforcement. Engine efficiency module. Storage module. Depth MK1, which I already have. Seamoth solar charger. That's useful. Premier defense system. Generates a localized electric field designed to ward off aggressive fauna. That's useful. Seamoth torpedo system. That's also useful. Sonar, dedicated to display topographical data. That's also useful. God, there's so many useful things in here. Okay. Prawn suit, depth suit module MK1, thermal reactor, jump set upgrade, torpedo arm, ingredients unknown, drill arm, grappling arm, torpedoes. Vortex torpedoes. I like being cute, silly, and creative. I hate how most guys act boring. It's boring. I find myself hanging out with gay, more flamboyant people. Yeah, I don't know why. I do not know why. I don't know why some people would act like it is boring. Because, I don't know, it's just... I do feel like there's parts of ourselves that really isn't anything wrong with that people tend to demonize. And that bothers me a lot. Like, for instance, like, there's, like, a series of music that I like to listen to that fits the category of cute and silly. That I feel like I should be embarrassed because I've seen other people in the past react to it like, you know, like, oh, Brandon is weird or whatever. I'm just like, no. No, the fact that I enjoy something that's cute or silly does not define me as less masculine. That has nothing to do with masculinity whatsoever. And I love being creative. Like, one of my favorite things, there's actually multiple ways I like to be creative. I love roleplay. On our Discord server, there is a hidden text RPG channel thing for those who have interest in text RPG. So people can find it, but they have to express an interest in text RPG. I love role-playing. It's a lot of fun. It allows me to kind of get up my creative energy a lot. I started a world back in high school when I was bored. It was called Drymore. And I love Star Wars, and I love Coruscant. And so I kind of based the world off of this world called Drymore, off of Coruscant. Like, huge trillion people living on the planet, multi-stories, you know, or multi-levels of many stories or whatever. Loved it. And after 250 pages into that story, I felt like this is really too close to City of Heroes. And I stopped writing that story because I got discouraged, and then it was forever hard to pick it back up again, and I still haven't entirely, but the idea and the concept I kept. And so when I started my first gaming community, after kind of keeping the concept of this sci-fi planet, we all got interested in Pathfinder and D&D, and eventually me and one of my friends were just being stupid. He was pretending that he was invincible, and I kept trying to, you know, take him down despite the fact he pretended his character was invincible in this little, you know, RPG thing that we're doing. It wasn't really that at the time. But then I found it, after being frustrated with that, I found it was actually kind of fun. And so we started this whole text RPG thing that is still in existence today. There's one part of it's going on with that community in the background, and then I have a new one that I'm working on right now. And so I was able to, like, bring my world into that and breathe new life into it with all these other people, create new races, places, whole timeline and everything, Pantheon, all that kind of stuff. I love world building. And I love different kinds of art. I love anime and manga. So, like, I love the art style of that, and sometimes I draw, with, like, a modified version of that. And I don't know, it's just... I feel like when you allow yourself to be you, you're going to attract other people that like that same thing. If you try to be a certain way around people, then you're going to only attract the people that like that certain way or don't quite understand it. But when you're willing to be vulnerable and let people close to you, then you'll find those kind of people that can handle those spaces. Maybe it's fast, maybe it will take time, but it is the only really way to find them. Like, some people will not know who you are and know how much they enjoy you until they're allowed to see that part of you that you don't like to show. I think there's really a lot to that that's important, and it's worked out really well for me. And I think it takes risk-taking to kind of find such a people that would enjoy similar things. So I think, and I do know, because of that, because of the risk that I've taken, that there are guys that are not gay or flamboyant that also enjoy similar things to me. You know, enjoy cute things from time to time, or being silly or whatever. Such men do exist too. I think it's interesting though. Like, I wonder. I found one person 8 months ago that is perfect for me, and it's amazing. That's cool. That's sweet. I like that. I like that. I have a friend like that too. In fact, matter of fact, Dylan, this similar type of friend to me is the same friend that also keeps bringing out all of my insecurities, and it sucks. And it's been really good, but in the process of getting to good, it sucks. Oh, nice. Nice. I like that. Yeah, it's been interesting with this similar type of friend for me. Like, just like, I don't know. It's like the perfect storm. Like, I I like security. Like, for me, I like to feel secure. I honestly, and it kind of comes out in some of my characters that I make, I would rather be like there are some situations where I'd rather be enslaved or in prison than I would be free and to deal with it with with all of like the difficulties that come along being a free man. Because life is hard. But it does not mean that's a good thing. That's just how I feel sometimes. I'd rather be, and how that translates is sometimes I'd rather be around a toxic friend that I know will still be there than to be around a non-toxic friend that could leave me tomorrow, kind of thing. Because they're not toxic, if that makes sense. And that's not great. And this one friend of mine, something about him just hits all of my insecurities, all of them. Like, because like for me, okay, so for me, all right, I'm very happy where I'm at. I'm not a person that naturally just goes around traveling places, although I'm starting to become comfortable with that. I'll be going up to New York again in March for the half marathon, not to be in the marathon, but to be in the expo that surrounds it, selling shoes for New Balance, which I'm super excited for. But that aside, I'm a homebody kind of person. I can be completely content taking walks and then playing my video games, spending time with my friends here in North Carolina. I am not naturally adventurous, nor am I naturally risk-taking. But my friend loves to travel. I mean, he grew up outside of the country for a large portion of his life. Very used to traveling. Very much so enjoys it. Knows the benefits of it. Definitely a risk taker more than I, and definitely I don't know. Definitely enjoys like putting himself out there more, and it's just like I'm constantly like, not presently in this moment, but not very long ago. To be fair, like worrying, like, okay, like, is this friend, is he gonna get healthy and then suddenly like peace out? Because like when he came into my life, like I was able to help him through some stuff, and there was a lot of things he just kept struggling with that I was able to be there and help him with. And then as he got healthier, there was not as much for me to need to help him with, and like the tables have turned. Will he still need me as a friend? Want me as a friend? Is he gonna like eventually whisk away on some adventure, and then that's it? I'll never see him again. Because like when I first got to meet him, he wanted to go off to another country in 2 years. It's been 5 years now, so that's nice. But like, I had to deal with that. And it's just like and he's much more socially adept than I am. Much more able to feel people's emotions and therefore like connect with people better than I can, and it's more of a challenge for me. So it's just like sometimes I felt like it's just a matter of time before he finds a better friend than me or something that's closer aligned to who he is. All these things just keep cropping up, and then we'll work through it, and then he'll tell me, nope, I'm not going anywhere, your insecurities do not push me away, whatever. And it's like, I try to believe it, and then my brain's like, but what if he's lying? What if he's just saying these things because frickin' like, he sees that what if he's just pitying you, essentially? I go through these things, and it's just so annoying. And I know I want to internalize the compliments that he gives or whatever, but like, my brain's like, no, worst case scenario, awfulize this to the max degree. You're losing your friend. So, like, I get it when you say, I have that same kind of friend, and just, like, oh my gosh. It's so frustrating. That's the whole hinge to this, a part of the hinge to this whole topic of, like, this is where I've had to learn that I need to slow down in the growth process rather than trying to, like, get, past this phase of, like, insecurity or whatever. Because what I've learned as I've slowed down in this growth process is I've been able to figure out, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling it? Like, there was, I just recently learned about one of my mega needs, I call it, which is my need to be able to know that I can talk to someone and work through a process with them. Because for me, what I do is especially with my close friends, more than anything, I open this really big space for them where if they're going through anything, no matter what time it is, if I'm able to be there, I'm going to be there to listen, to just let them vent, to help, to just love on them, whatever. Like, I like doing that because for me, my mom, she held that space for me. If ever I was emotionally going through something, I knew that I could trust my mom to be there to talk me through it. Even if it was 2 o'clock in the morning and she was dead asleep, she would be there. And so she set a really high bar for me of what I could expect out of a person, which is probably more higher than is realistic. And so, like, but it wasn't until I slowed down and allowed myself to feel the insecurities that I was feeling, that I was so desperately not trying to feel, because I was feeling if I let it sit too long, then I'm going to do something inevitably that's going to push my friends away. When I allowed myself to slow down and actually feel those feelings, I was able to figure out what the need was, and then I was able to realize, oh, wait a minute, this is a need that's not necessarily invalid, but it is something that I need to invite God into, because it's not something that any one of my friends can ever be for me in the degree that I go up and down through my emotions. So slowing down has really helped me process why I'm feeling as I'm feeling, which has been very helpful. And it's also helped me realize that, too, it is okay to be in pain, emotional pain, that just because I'm going through something and it hurts does not mean I need to rush through that and get to the other side of the pain. Hey. It sucks. I don't want to sit here and feel insecure for the 50th, 100th time in a row. I just want to be past it, because feeling insecure has resulted in me losing friends in the past, and I don't want to lose my friends because I barely had any friends growing up, and I hate what I could refer to as the desert. But then my friends tell me, no, Brandon, we're not going anywhere. We still love you. We're still here for you. But if you understood how much is on the inside of me, like a absolute volcano at times, then maybe you would understand why this is so hard. Okay, I want to stop real quick and focus on what you're saying while you're responding, Dylan. I want to focus on what you're saying, Johnny, because I'm not ignoring what you're saying, Johnny. I'm just trying to get out one thought before I move to what you're saying. You said... So I asked you why you think God is disappointed you and your biological father, and you said, because I haven't been to church I told God would get closer to him, and I told God I would get closer to him, and I couldn't keep that promise because I got so busy. I'm starting to lose hope in people and humanity, stop praying, etc. And then I started to lean closer to the LGBTQ stuff and attraction, and I don't know if I'm betraying God, and I'm scared. Well, look, just because you're struggling and going through things, Johnny, does not mean that you are a disappointment to God or your biological father, for that matter. Like, love is not... Hey, Zap! Good to see. Where have you been? You've been disappearing at random intervals. I'm glad to see you back, but you've been disappearing, and that's made me sad. Which, granted, that's probably because you needed sleep, and so that's good, but I'm sad because you disappeared at random. Anyways, focusing on what you're saying, Johnny. A person who truly loves you, especially like God loves you, that's not how disappointment works. God's not going to be disappointment because you make a mistake, because you're struggling with same-sex attraction, because I figured that. So I'm proud of you, Zap, that you're getting good sleep, and I'm sorry that I couldn't be starting sooner. I wish I could, but it's worked a lot better for me to have that extra hour of buffer to prepare, because I've been spending that time when I get home praying and decompressing from day. Oh, oh God. Oh well. But no, focusing though. I want to focus real quick, Zap, before I respond to anything else you say. So, Johnny, God's not going to be disappointed in you because you're not spending time with him, because, you know, because you're struggling with same-sex attraction, because you're not going to church. Like, you have to understand something. I want to make this very clear. God made you. He didn't make a mistake in making you. The things you struggle with, that's not necessarily that God put bad things into you. I'm not saying that he is the author of the struggles you're dealing with. More so specifically, who he is inside of you. And because God is omnipresent, he exists through you as you're doing different things. Like, he feels what you feel. He's hurt when you're hurt. He is sad when you're sad. Like, he's not some distant, disapproving, unloving father. Like, he's there with you in every moment, and he loves you all the same. If you have to understand, he doesn't want anyone in hell. If it was up to him, no one would go to hell. He is more so interested in redeeming us from the damage that sin has been brought onto us, so that he can spend eternity with us, to love us eternally. And there is no way in hell that God would be disappointed in you, because that's not how unconditional love works. Welcome, Road. Welcome back. God is interested in spending as much time as you're willing to give him, and also God is not insecure. Like, the fact that you're not spending as much time as you want to spend with him, he's not going to be insecure about that, because he is a complete being. He is three beings in one. Like, he has a whole social structure built into who he is. Like, he doesn't have needs. So it's not like if you don't spend time with God, then like, oh no, God's going to reject you now because you didn't spend enough time. You don't spend enough time with him. Like, that's not how he works. That's like he patiently waits for that moment where you're ready to spend time with him, and he gets excited when you have the chance to spend time with him. He's not like, yeah, there is that, but like, I get that, Johnny, but like, there's a whole lot of things that we're not seeing in the Old Testament. There's context to it. There's different things, like the same God that existed the same God that existed in the Old Testament is the same God that exists today. There's reasons behind why he did what he did, but there's also scripture verses that says that he's slow to get angry, slow to wrath. So like, a lot of the things where we see God's anger in acting, it's because of the pain that he is seeing humanity put on other people. Like when he's seeing slavery happen, like when he's seeing people worshiping fake idols, he's not so much angry at the people as he is at the sin eating away at their souls. Like, he's not God is in everything. So he's not going to want to throw a part of himself into hell. Like, he made you in his image. He would do everything in his power to redeem you and to bring you back to him. And because he has no needs, he's not insecure. He's not like, oh gosh, Johnny didn't spend time with me today, so therefore I guess I hate him now, or whatever. I'm disappointed in him, or whatever. That's not, no. Like, he's looking forward to every opportunity that you're able to give to him, and he is able to be patient and secure in that process, that you're able to walk into that peacefully with him without fear of judgment. Like, there is a reason why God sent his only son into this earth to redeem us, to bring us back to him. Like, Jesus didn't die for trash or for disappointment. You walked into me laying down some truth with Johnny about the love of God. Welcome to Thought Raid. We're also talking about working through the growth process and not rushing through it. That's also part of this conversation too. So you are more than welcome to bring questions or whatever to the topic. He is both the same and different. He is both. He is his own person, but he is also God. I don't know exactly how that works. I have theories, but none of which that I can completely substantiate off of the say, yes, thus saith the Lord, this is exactly how this works. But Jesus is God, and he mentioned that too. He mentioned, like, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. So all that we see Jesus acting when he was here on this earth is a part of who God is, and you are a part of who God is. The way that you think, the way that you rationalize through certain things, that's a part of him too. And I understand that, but, like, you have to also understand God doesn't want that for you. Like, he wants your heart. He wants you to be with him out of a loving space, out of a place of great care, that not one person should go to hell. It's not about hell. Oh gosh, that sucks. I'm so sorry about that, Road. But I do appreciate that you made it. Thank you for coming in and doing that. Like, you didn't have to, but I'm very grateful that you're here. Which is good. I'm glad that you do believe that. But at the same time, that rat was hungry, man. Give him some spare wires or something. Gosh. The Bible says if you believe in your heart and confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, you shall be saved. And it talks also about confess your faults one to another that you may be saved. So there seems to be a process of being honest and vulnerable with people that's a part of the process of salvation, and also, you know, recognizing that you need Jesus, and asking for him. And if you're doing that legitimately, that is all that it really mentions that I'm aware of in the process of salvation. It's just trying to get in my head and make me overthink it. Yes, that is that is what that bastard does. He likes to lie, and he likes to lie often and get in people's heads. Yes. Like Johnny, God loves you. Okay, cool. Well, have some fun writing. And thank you for joining in, Dylan. It was good talking with you. Thank you for, choosing to be open and vulnerable today. I really enjoyed chatting with you. So I appreciate that. I thank you. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, God loves you. He is not interested in sending you to hell. He wants you in his life. Hell exists as a space for people that want nothing to do with God. It is a place, it is the best place you can go if you want absolutely nothing to do with God. But if there is a part of you that craves righteousness and who God is, I don't think God is interested in just sending such a person, straight to hell. Like, it's not... I don't see that. Like, I see a God who created all things, who knows who you are, who he made you to be, everything you're going to do, thought of, think, whatever, and seeing that, and plus all of what humanity has done, still said, I'll die for that. Like, a infinite God, he could have done anything to redeem humanity. He decided to make himself mortal, to subject himself to hunger and thirst and pain, suffering, and death. He didn't have to do that. He could have done a whole bunch of other things in order to redeem humanity. He could have made all the wealth in the world and paid for us with money or some other arbitrary thing. Instead, he decided to sacrifice his self for you. That doesn't happen apart from love. And that is not a person that's just going to be disappointed in you. Like, so, and also, furthermore, Jesus understands your struggles, because not only does God exist in all things and knows all things, so he already knows what you're feeling and what you're going through as you're going through it, and also what you've been through and what you felt, present tense, and what you're going to feel and going to go through. But he also like, there's Jesus, who has literally physically been to this earth and resurrected. So, like, he went through the suffering. He allowed himself to be crucified and put on that cross. He went and experienced the pain of his beard being ripped out of his face, crown of thorns smacked on his head, whipped multiple times, and then looking almost inhuman, being put onto a cross next to two people that were definitely not innocent like he was. He understands that, and rejection and all that kind of stuff. He's been there. I don't think he has an interest in just saying, you suck, Johnny. I want nothing to do with you because you didn't go to church today, or because you're struggling with same-sex attraction, or because whatever. Like, that's not... I think his heart yearns for you, and he wants to spend as much time as you are willing to give to him. And I don't think it's a matter of, like, you have to do this amount of time. It's when you can. Because, again, he's not insecure. Like, he has no needs. Insecure people have needs, and like, people that are not God have needs, and so they're not going to always have the time and space for stuff, and they might get hurt by that kind of stuff, but that's not God. And I don't think that would be your father either, especially if he's in heaven, because he'd recognize, that's my son. Like, a good father, like, I don't have to even be God to know this. Like, I was raised with two very healthy parents that loved me and did all they can to pour into me. So I know from them that it didn't matter what I did or say or do and how much I would have hurt them, whatever, they still loved me. They still wanted to be around with me, to give me everything that they could to make me a success in life. And I know from the people that I love around me, like with my friends, for instance, like, point in case, one of my closest friends that I've been talking about, he ended up having a period of time where he just walked away from God and decided, I'm not a Christian anymore. And I still loved him. I still didn't reject him over that or anything. And sometimes we didn't, connect on certain things, didn't see eye to eye, whatever. I still wasn't disappointed in him or anything. I loved him throughout the whole process and still do. How much more does God, who has no needs, who is the source of all life, who created you and knows you intimately, more than your parents know you, more than your friends know you, more than you know you, how much less, like, would God walk away from you or anything? Like, no. Like, if he is the definition of love, if he is the definition of truth, if he is the definition of all things good, there is no way in hell that he would be disappointed in you and walk away from you and think that you are a terrible person because you did this, or the third. He would instead be patient with you and want to work with you so that you knew how good he was and that you would naturally want to spend time with him, not because you felt forced to, but because you just knew that he was good and he wanted you in his life. It's like trying to spend time with someone that just hates you and trying to spend time with someone who loves you. Like, it's like, of course you're going to give time to the person you know that loves you. But if you don't think that God loves you, of course you're not going to want to spend time with him because you think that he hates you, and that's not the case. It's never been the case. God is not disappointed in you. You're not a disappointment, Johnny. You will never be a disappointment. It doesn't matter what kind of job you have. It does not matter how physically active you are, whether you have a car that you're able to drive or not. None of that matters. Your value to God is you existing. Like, God is not going to be, like, more excited for a person who is strong and, you know, smart and they're able to do all these different things and they're very physically capable or whatever, and be, like, then suddenly somehow disappointed in someone who is, like, an invalid or whatever. Like, that's not... No. Like, a good parent loves their children simply because they exist. That's their child. There is nothing that can be done to make them love that child less. Well, earthly parents maybe because they're imperfect, but not for God. And even then, though, to be honest... Oh, quiet you.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Yes, thank you. I guess with healthy parents, their love can, like, you know, waver at times when you do something stupid and like, this again. But at the end of the day, once they process through that, they're still gonna love that child because it's their child. Like, when a baby is born, a baby is nothing but needs. Provides nothing for society whatsoever. Is just nothing but endless needs. You know, it cries, it poops, it needs to drink, it whatever. Like, it's almost, I mean, freaking a human baby is, like, worse than an animal at birth. Like, some animals are able to just immediately walk and eat things and do stuff from birth. Human babies can't even do that much. And yet, doesn't matter to the mom or the dad, they still infinitely love that child, just about. How much more is God going to do that? We are nothing but needs. There is nothing we can provide to God. Nothing you can do for God. It is not about what you can do. It is not about what you can provide. You cannot give God anything. You cannot teach God anything. There is nothing you can give to him. So it's not a works-based thing. It's just a matter of learning to trust him, to know and learn who he really is and how much he cares about you, and to not conflate how your earthly dad might have treated you, or earthly parents, or friends, or whatever. We are all but imperfect images of a perfect God. And so it's like, just because someone hurts you or treats you badly does not mean that's something God would do. And I'm learning that. Like, I'm learning God is interested in video games because I'm interested in video games. He is interested in art because I'm interested in art, because you're interested in art. He's interested, and he doesn't get impatient. He can listen to me talk on hours on end about the same topic for the 50th time in a row. The description's the same as the last one. Okay. That's not sad to know that it didn't get updated. I'll have to fix that in post. But anyways, that's unfortunate. That makes me frustrated. Anyways, focusing in. That's not important right now. I'll have to fix that. But yeah, no, where was I? Yeah, he could be interested in ad nauseum at no end. Like, he can listen to the interested things that you have. Yes, he is interested in Marvel, even though you can talk about it 24/7. He is he is infinite. He has the ability to listen to that the whole time. He is excited about it because you're excited about it, because he loves you. You can trust him and you can talk to him about it. He's not going to get bored about it. He's talked to me about this multiple times. You know, other people may not be able to be interested in City of Heroes like I am. They may not be interested in roleplay like I am. But God is, because he made me. And there's a part of me that's a part of him that's in me. So there's a part of him that already is interested in those things, and since he is not tethered to space-time, that is not a problem for him to sit there and listen to what I have to say for the 50th time in a row. Like, that's not a problem for him. And that's what I'm learning. Speaking of the topic, I'm learning to slow down and have my needs and to go through my stuff and not try to rush the growth process. God has been teaching me that he is able to be my friend. He is able to be that one there for me that when I want to talk about my frustrating day at work, he'll listen, you know, and ask me questions that'll kind of help me realize what I'm feeling deep down. Like, he's teaching me, like, he can be that friend, whereas other friends, even as good as they are, can't always give me that time because they're tired or they're going through a rough time. God can be there. And so I want to put it out there. God is interested in what you're interested in. I might not always be interested in Marvel, Johnny. Like, I only have so much interest. My interest is waning right now because of the stupidity of Disney. And it's okay, because you need to know God forgives you of that. Like, and again, he's not bothered. Like, doesn't matter where, like, where you've been, Johnny. He wants to start where you're at now. You don't have to, like, get your life together. God, I feel like swearing right now because I feel like it would make more. I'm like waffling between that and not doing that. But I'll hold myself back for the moment. He's not disappointed in you, Johnny. He's just not. Like, and I really implore you that as you are able to do so, to try again with talking with him and listening. And I pray, Johnny, that you will learn how God speaks to you, because I'm sure you'll find that he will speak to you often as he does me. Like, I'm not special. I don't have a special connection with God. Anyone can have this connection like I do. Sure. You know, I've been going through a rough time as well. You know, I've been allowing myself to get more angry than I typically am. I've been allowing myself to, like, process through stuff, and I have not been to church in a long time, Johnny. Like, I haven't been there, and when I talk to God, he does not really pressure me to go back to church. He invites me to go back there, and he encourages me at times, but he doesn't get angry when I don't go to church. Like, he wants me to go because he knows it's healthy for me. And it's good for me to be there because I'm surrounded with different people. Yeah. And those are all good things. But God's not going to be disappointed in you in those things. And I think as you begin to really internalize that God's not disappointed in you, I think you'll find the energy necessary to do those things. Because it's really hard to work on yourself when you feel like the people that care most about you or closest to you are disappointed in you. It is really hard to have motivation to do those things. But honest and truly, God's not going anywhere. And he literally can't. Because he is in everything all at once, simultaneously. Work with where you're at. Take one step at a time. You don't have to rush through getting those things taken care of. Start with the easiest things if you can. You know, brushing your teeth. Getting a haircut. Do that one day at a time. Like, there's no rush to getting those things done unless it's an absolute medical emergency and you're gonna die if you don't do it. Like, take it one little step at a time. Well, good. Good. And I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Oh, good. I'm excited for you. I'm glad. It'd be good. You'll feel really good about it, I know. And you can look at yourself and see the work that you'll do that day to look good on that day. You'll feel good about it, and I'm excited for you. Also, I found, Zap, a little update for you if you're still there. I found the piece to get the upgrade station thing. I finally now have that. Oh, I can change the color of this thing, I think. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I actually did make progress. Haha. I also found a new area. Yeah, I got this. I can get all the upgrade pieces. It's great. I made progress! You should be so proud of me. I did it. I did it, I did it, I did it. What am I waiting for? Can I change that? C-tooth. Let's call it that. Who are you and what have you done with the real Brandon? Wow. No, I have not. This is my first playthrough of the game. Like, this is not my exact first, like, literal first one. But I have been playing... This is my first save. I've not done any new saves. This is just the very first one. So... I have, thus far, obviously, I've gotten to here. I still need to get all the parts necessary for the Cyclops. I haven't gotten to that part yet. But I now have the parts for, or the ability, the schematics for the drill arm, and the, grappling arm. So I got that, and I can put a torpedo system now into my Seamoth, so if Papa Shrimp shows up, I can blast him in the face with a torpedo, which is nice. So you can work on some depth modules and stuff. Yes. I have seen the one that's over by the island with the shooty gun. I have seen the one that is over by the sea vents. I have seen the one that is over by the mushroom forest. And I think those are the main shrimps that I've run into thus far, to answer your question. I want to say, in response to that, Johnny, I honestly feel like what you've been feeling in that matter is probably more so linked to the trauma that you're experiencing or have experienced rather than actual reality, because for me, as one who has struggled a lot with same-sex attraction, for me, a lot of that has come out of, one, not really having, like, not knowing how to have that conversation, what is and is not normal in my male friendships, and or, like, being a man with my own dad. Like, over time, I've learned and been able to have those conversations with my dad and other guys, but it's taken me a time to get there. So it's come from that. And then it has also come from just because of that, like, feeling like certain feelings that feel more feminine label me as I am actually maybe gay, and it's like, no, because I'm learning that other guys that are definitely not gay feel the same things, and as I've been kind of getting closer to those friends and, like, having conversations about their own sexuality and stuff, and realizing, no, that's not really the case. And I think, given the traumas that you've been through, like, I'm learning that an important part of attraction to women, or anyone in general for that matter, is trust. And if you've got a lot of trust issues with women, you're not going to find women as attractive because they're dangerous. And as you begin to find safe women that you can be friends with, it'll be easier to be attracted to women, because there's what is not talked about enough, that I'm learning through my close friends that are married now, as they've been relaying this to me, is that trust and emotions are a big part of sex life, and that it's a part of just sex in general, like having an emotional, like being able to trust your partner and their motives, and being able to be emotionally open to them is a really important part of feeling sexual attraction towards them. And that's coming straight from guys that, again, are straight. Not even talking to men that struggle like I do. And I've been discovering that to be the case. I've discovered that, like, emotions do play an important part in sexual attraction. And it gets downplayed, like, since men are much more visually oriented than women typically. It is easy to think that, like, because I don't immediately find a woman physically attractive does not mean that I'm necessarily not attracted to women. There's just different parts to womanhood that are attractive that I may not be aware of yet, like emotional components. Like having a companion, someone that can be there, who can love me for who I am, and I don't have to worry about being rejected by. But as I see, I'm not really manly, and that's not normal to me, and I've been made fun for it. Well, I mean, same. But just because people make fun of you because they don't understand of you or of who you are, does not mean that you are less manly. That is, you, like, this needs to really be stated, and I really want this to be heard. You are a man because. Period. Like, I hate the notion to say that there are more feminine men and masculine men. Every man is different. And we don't need to... while it is very tempting to slap labels and say, this person is more feminine, or I feel more feminine because of this, I don't think you can do that. Every man is different. Some men are much more in touch with their emotions. Some are not. That's okay. Like, you don't have to be into sports to be a man. You don't have to fit the stereotype to be a man. You can be a man just as you are. You have already, from what I know of you thus far, Johnny, you already have plenty of qualities that set you apart as masculine. Like, and it does grieve me that you didn't really get the opportunity to kind of process that out with your own dad before he died. Because I feel like that would have helped in discovering who you are and becoming comfortable in who you are as a man. But yeah. Yeah. I agree with that statement. You are enough. Yes, I also very much so agree with that statement, Road 9. I agree, it lines up with what I've always been told and believe very firmly, that hurting people will hurt people. And I feel like that was a really big game-changing thing that I learned when someone, like, relayed that to me. What was that sound? I never heard that sound before. It sounds like the whole building crunched. Yeah, so that's naturally going to make you more aware of being sensitive, more aware of your emotions and things of that nature. Right, that's going to naturally shape that. And that's fine. Like, the world needs more men to be sensitive and aware of their emotions, and to be okay with expressing the things that make them feel insecure or whatever. Like, there's a lot of guys that don't get that. They're very oblivious to their own emotions or whatever, and that gets them in trouble. So that's a good thing. You know, similarly, I wasn't surrounded by a bunch of women, but I was very close to my mom. And so who she was definitely influenced me. So, you know, that's kind of a byproduct of being closer to women than, you know, to men at an early age. And it's not a bad thing. I got another one of those things ready. So, I don't know. But yeah, hurting people hurt people. Like, really integrate that. Because that was a life-changing realization for me when it was relayed to me. If someone is hurting you, it is because they themselves are hurting in some shape, way, or form, or fashion. Like, it's not because they hate you. Oh, they may think that they hate you, and they may say that they hate you, but really, a healthy person, a good person that's in the right place, is not going to do that. People oftentimes hate different things in different people because they hate that in their own selves, so they project onto you their own insecurities. Did I drink through all my waters? I have been wandering around. There we go. So, I think I've gotten to a place where I'm ready to close out here. We covered some really good ground. But before I do, is there any kind of things that you guys want me to, like, talk on, or any kind of questions you may have or whatever? Because I don't mind taking one moment just to answer any kind of questions or, you know, whatever. Like, I would be happy to do so. I'm sure it has been. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, yay or nay, let me know. And then I'll answer that. And then I'm gonna head out for the night. So, like, Road 9, do you have any questions related to, like, the topic or anything? Or, anything that's been on your mind that you want to say? One last question. Okay. What do I do about this woman situation with the girl? Woman situation with the girl, that's a little bit too vague. Like, I feel like you're referencing something you told me, but I do not remember. I was just reporting spam bots this whole Someone's got to do it. I appreciate that, 'cause there's too many of them out there in existence. Okay. Yeah, I need a little more context, just so I know. So, she suddenly lost attraction. Like, what exactly then? So my stream times is Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, you said, what do I do about the woman's situation with the girl? She suddenly lost attraction because I'm not there, and because she's so busy. I feel like in this situation, you just have to let the ties be cut. Like, you want to make sure that people have the space to be able to have their own agency and be their own person. That's okay. Don't feel pressure to say anything, Road 9. If you can, great. If you can't, that's okay. I don't want anyone to feel pressure to have to say anything. This is a place where I just like to talk things out. You have questions, whatever, I'm here for it. But no, nothing, no needs. It might, but if you're holding on to someone who just is not interested in you, that's going to hurt you more, Johnny. And that's understandable, but I do think you can, though. I know it feels like you can't, but I think that's because you're holding on to a dead horse, if you will. I'm not saying that she is a horse, What I'm saying, the idea of that she's, you know, something may happen, that's going to hurt you more than the pain that you will feel by letting go of what could be. Like, that holding on to what could be is going to hold you back, and it is also going to make things not so great. You can ask her if she's mad at you. Like, is it alright if I ask a question about the game? Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind if you ask a question about the game. But yeah, it's not a problem if you ask her if she's mad at you. If she doesn't answer, they're gonna have to, you know, deal with that. Because she says she's not in the past. She says she's not in the past, but then she said that she likes me again out of nowhere. So it would be okay then to have a conversation with her. I'm like, where are you at? Like, do you like me? Do you not like me? Are you mad at me? Like, it's okay to have that conversation. If she can't handle that conversation, then, you know, you would have your answer. You can then create some distance. But if you're not sure, it's okay to have that ask her that question, have that conversation. But my next goal in answering your question, Road 9, in this game, is I want to make upgrades to my Seamoth so I can go deeper with it. And also, I think I want to see if I can put like a torpedo on it, because if I can shoot the Seamoth, or not the Seamoth, if I can shoot the Leviathan if it tries to attack me, that'd be nice. I'd like to have some defensive capabilities rather than going in blind and getting my butt handed to me by the Papa Shrimp. Upgrading him is good. I'm thinking I could probably make one of each of these upgrades. Like, having a sonar would be really useful when I go into darker places. But first I would want to do maybe like, you got sonar, let's see. Probably would do something like a new depth meter. Do they have that? Maybe they don't have that. Oh, defense system. I'll play around with the different types of stuff. Only one does damage. Okay. Because that might be useful, having like a perimeter defense system. Oh, because I've been bullied by a couple of things. Maybe they'll help with Papa Shrimp too. I don't know. You should focus on depth upgrades before anything else, in my opinion. Well, I only have one so far. MK1 with that one. And I have my stuff with my prawn suit, but my prawn suit sucks at floating. It cannot float. It only sinks. So I can get the drill arm and maybe the grappling arm. Then I can drill the crap out of Papa Shrimp when he shows up. Like, take that, you stupid jump scare of a creature. You would only imagine how much patience I have. Huh. You would only imagine how much patience I have. What exactly are you saying? Like, are you saying, like, you have patience and how long it would take for me to accomplish that? Do you know what the isle is? I've been to 2 islands thus far. I don't think... I don't know if there's a third one, but there's definitely 2. And I've been to both of them. So I've seen that... Oh! The game. Is that the one... Is that the, like, realistic-looking one that has the shark in the picture? Oh, no, that's Deep. I think that's something else. The Isle. Maybe not. I'm not sure if I know the Isle. Now thinking of it. Dinosaurs. No, I don't think I know that one. The only thing that involves dinosaurs that I'm fully aware of is Ark. That's a bit of a different game. I need a chair up here. I need more furniture in my room. My room is decidedly furnitureless. This is a fun song. I like this song. Let's see. Nope, not that. How long? I will guess that it takes in-game time, maybe about... I don't know, the first number that came to my head was 5 in-game hours. Like, oh, okay, real-life hours of consecutively playing the game. And yes, what does that remind you of, Zap? Sons of the Forest early releases out. Oh boy. 7 hours. I was not that far off. That's a long time. If you were to split that up, unless you were to just sit and play the game the whole time, that would probably be a couple days worth of playing it consistently at a couple hours a day. That's a long time. Nope. There is a way to make that rotate, and I do not remember the way. I do not know the way. Also, you die. When you die, your progress is lost. Oh boy. And what just happened? Picture frame. What do I could put there? Do I want that there? Or do I want something else there? Counter. No. Shelf. Someone messaged me something about me and everything, and I'm going through. I have no clue what the person is. Never met them. It's kind of a beta version because the devs knew the game wasn't fully complete, but didn't want to disappoint people with another pushback, so we got early release. Ah! I see. The game that I'm looking forward to most is Hypixel. I've been waiting for that game for so long. Speaking of, like, delays and whatnot. Probably should get, like, this thing in here. I need quartz. I'm in complete shock. Okay. The Phantom Viewer. Do you mean Minecraft or something else? Somebody scripture and said that they're praying. Well, that's really cool. They're haunting Messenger now. Do I mean Minecraft or something? What are you asking that to me, or are you asking Johnny that? Oh, me. When you're asking, do I mean Minecraft or something else? What are you referring to? I don't know. I don't know exactly what you're asking here. Like, when did I mention anything about Minecraft? This. Myself more storage up here. Oh! Did I say Hypixel? I meant Hytale. But yes, they're the same people that made Hypixel made Hytale. Are making Hytale. And I'm really looking forward to it. Because it looks like a more interactive version of Minecraft. And I already love Minecraft, but I feel like Minecraft is it needs to have more going on with it than it presently does. Like, it's... You only so much happens and then nothing happens. I'm like, ah! Give me more! I want my world to feel more alive. And that's what Hypixel seems to be, so I'm super stoked about that. Do you have your messenger number linked to your Discord or something? No, SMT. Minecraft has a server called yes. Sent to you on Discord, you'll see what I mean. Okay. Yes, I love Minecraft, but I do wish there was more things happening, like it was a more dynamic and growing world. And that, again, is what Hypixel seems to be, which I am super stoked for, and hoping that it is as good as it seems. Because if it is, hell yeah. I am ready. Okay. No, I do not need a trash can in here, but I could put a wall shelf. Maybe a little table? No, wait, actually, maybe, yes. Kind of like a... Oh, I can't. Okay. Only 3 viewers on YouTube. I've heard bits and pieces of it, but I don't know much about it. I've seen that they're adding yet another new creature and some stuff. Do you have a way of checking who has seen the Steam on what platforms? Yes, I do. I have to look and see more what they're adding. I only know so much. Nope. Give me this. I'm out of that. I want to finish this. This is going to bother me if I don't get this finished. What is... Oh, glass! Dang it. Let me go back down here. Let me go over here. Let me make my glass... Wait, nope. Make my glass. Capybaras! Yeah, I think I've only seen one type of Leviathan. I know there are others, such as the Ghost Leviathan, which I have not encountered yet, because I hear that that sucker is in the deep. Two more to find. Yeah, there's the Ghost Leviathan, and then there is that dragon type one that exists in the hot area, which I have yet to find and yet to go to, and I'm not ready for. Or at least I think that's Leviathan. I'm not sure if it's considered one or not. There is that one. That I know is within my future. So, yee. Anyways, I think this will be a good stopping point, though. We're at 11. We've almost gone for 3 hours. It's been good. So I'll put this over here. So, alright. There's more action. Oh, how lovely. How nice. So excited to hear that. Sniffer, yeah, I did see that one. Alright, so let's close it out here. Well, I want to thank you guys for watching. It has been a lot of fun. If you've enjoyed this, I again want to invite you to join us on Discord, because I love to have more things going on even when we're not streaming, and Discord is a good way for people to connect with one another, so I'd love to have you be a part of that. You are more than welcome and invited. The link to that is in the description below or in the panels if you are on Twitch. I love you, Zap. So you are invited. This is your formal invitation to join our Discord group if you would like to. And if you enjoyed the stream, hey, like it if you like that too. We're happy for that as well. But I'd love to invite you to do that. We will be having again a another AI battle next month, which is coming up quickly. So just as a heads up for that, we'll let you know when that will be as we get closer to it. So there'll be a different kind of prize for that. It will not involve me drinking something disgusting, though. I'm not doing that again. That was gross, and I hated that. Oh, I need fluid intake. Hold on. Before I die of frickin'...
Vital signs.
There we go.
Stabilizing.
Okay. Thank you for telling me that. Anyways, that'll be happening again soon. And I do want to give you a heads up. I will not be live this Saturday, because it is going to be my birthday party. And I'll be celebrating with my... in-person friends, so you will not see me this coming Saturday, but we will be live on Friday, so that will be happening. So just be aware that it might not be a stream on Saturday, as a heads up. But with all of that said, you want to eat peppers if I win? Maybe. That, I don't know. We'll see. But with all of that said, we broadcast every week on Monday, Friday, and Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be live again this Friday with some more gaming. I'll love to see you guys there soon. Thank you for joining today. Have a good night.
I see a potential in my eyes. I see a potential. I never lost sight of the reason why you're alive. You're alive. You're alive. We We sing, Jesus, you're alive.